Species 8472 is a unique race of being that originate from a parallel dimension known as fluidic space. They were first encountered in 2373, when the Borg opened a quantum singularity into fluidic space and attempted to assimilate species 8472 in order to gain access to their advanced biogenic technology. But species 8472 proved immune to assimilation, and the Borg were consequently defeated and driven out of fluidic space. All of species 8472 ships and stations are organic, living creatures, each genetically designed to fill a specific role. Their ships require only a single pilot to function, and their natural regenerative capabilities negate the need for repair. Furthermore, the alien nature of their technologies ensures that their ships and stations cannot be boarded or assimilated, and tractor beams have no effect on them. Here is the heart of species 8472, the Mother. It is a large, slow-moving unit that possesses several biopulse beams, mainly for defensive purposes. There are two basic types of organisms created by the Mother: active and passive embryos. Select the Mother and use the Build button to create an active embryo. Once it's complete, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
New organism is present.
The unit you just created is a hard-shelled organism that can eventually be transformed into a more active and mobile species 8472 ship. The active embryo is capable of evolving into one of the following units: Scout, Destroyer, Cruiser, Launcher, or Collector. Select the active embryo and then click on the Evolve button. Click on the Scout button to have the active embryo evolve into a Scout. Once the transformation is complete, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolution is complete.
Species 8472 uses this class of organism as Scouts. These Scouts are fast, maneuverable, and possess excellent sensory abilities. They are equipped with a biopulse beam weapon and also have moderate regenerative capabilities. The Scout can be equipped with the Clairvoyance special weapon. This allows the Scout to probe the minds of crewmen aboard nearby vessels and see through their eyes for a limited duration. This special weapon is particularly effective during the early stages of exploration, as the Scout ship can map areas of space without having to venture there. It is also useful in determining the size of an attacking fleet before they reach your sensor range. Cloaked ships are immune to clairvoyance. Scouts can also be equipped with a device similar to a tachyon detection grid that allows them to detect cloaked ships within sensor range. Select the Scout and head north to the area marked on the mini-map. Stop next to the planet located there and activate the Clairvoyance special weapon. There are several Klingon ships in the vicinity, and Clairvoyance will enable you to briefly see through their sensors. Every time you use Clairvoyance, it consumes special energy, so you'll have to wait for your special energy to recharge before you can use it again. Once you have seen Clairvoyance in action, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Acknowledged. Go. Acknowledged. We have confronted the enemy.
Create an active embryo and select the Destroyer from the Evolve menu. The Destroyer possesses light weaponry and armor. Though the destroyer has less powerful regenerative capabilities than the other warships, it offers increased maneuverability and speed, and is armed with a biopulse beam. When equipped with the Clairvoyant Link special weapon, the destroyer can create and maintain a psionic link on a target ship, tracking them through space and gathering information through their sensors. This weapon is only capable of tracking one ship at a time. The Clairvoyant Link can be especially effective when attempting to locate an enemy's starbase. One tactic is to damage an enemy ship and then use the link to track them back to their shipyard as they attempt to get repairs. Try the Clairvoyant Link on one of the Klingon ships near the planet. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolution is complete. Relocating. Changing location. Moving. Navigating. We have confronted the enemy. Plotting course.
Create an active embryo and select the cruiser from the Evolve menu. The cruiser is a mid-level assault organism equipped with a biopulse beam and is a formidable foe in combat. The cruiser can be equipped with the Psionic Disruption special weapon. This weapon renders its target incapable of any immediate action. Try out this weapon on one of the Klingon ships near the planet. When finished, press Enter to continue.
Evolution is complete. Plotting course. We have confronted the enemy.
Create an active embryo and select the launcher from the Evolve menu. More heavily armored than the cruiser, this ship is armed with long-range organic artillery. The launcher provides long-range offensive capabilities to Species 8472. Bring your launcher over to the Klingon shipyard located to the south of the planet and attack it. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolving. Evolution is complete. Yes. Relocating. Eliminate.
Create an active embryo and select the Collector from the Evolve menu. With its resource extraction beam, the collector is able to gather resources by breaking down enemy ships and stations into their component parts. This process simultaneously damages its target and fills the collector's hold with materials that can then be transported to the transmuter for conversion into biomatter. The resource extraction beam can also be used to gather resources from planets, dilithium moons, and latinum clouds. Bring your collector over to the Klingon sensor located to the south of the planet and use the resource extraction beam to break it down. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolution is complete. Navigating. Navigating. Go. Yes. We have confronted the enemy. I hear you. Yes. Yes.
Return to the mother and create a passive embryo. This unit is a softer, amoeba-like organism that can transform into a variety of station-like structures. The passive embryo is able to transform itself into the following units: Mother, Transmuter, Enhancer, Biogenesis Core, Metagenesis Core, or Fluidic Gate. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson. The function of the transmuter is to convert resources gathered by a collector into usable biomatter. The transmutation occurs after the collector has delivered its payload to the transmuter. Heavily armored and capable of quick regeneration, the transmuter is essential to the survival and growth of species 8472. Once the transformation of the passive embryo to the transmuter is complete, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson. Create a passive embryo and select the Enhancer from the Evolve menu. This organism has been genetically designed to research new technology for species 8472. Once a new technology has been successfully researched, a pod will be visible on the Enhancer. These pods are capable of being individually targeted and destroyed, and if the Enhancer itself is destroyed, all of its pods are destroyed along with it. The Enhancer can research the following technologies: Clairvoyance and Tachyon Detection Grid for the Scout, Clairvoyant Link for the Destroyer, Psionic Disruption for the Cruiser, Psionic Insanity for the Battleship. Once you've created the Enhancer, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolution is complete.
Create a passive embryo and select Biogenesis Core from the Evolve menu. This organism is similar to the Enhancer, but provides a unique set of technologies available to only the Frigate and Behemoth. Once a new technology has been successfully researched, a pod will be visible on the Biogenesis Core. These pods are capable of being individually targeted and destroyed, and if the Biogenesis Core itself is destroyed, all of its pods are destroyed along with it. The following technologies can be researched at the Biogenesis Core: the biopulse conduit for the frigate, and nebula generation, nebula flux, and transient rift for the Behemoth. Once the transformation of the passive embryo to the Biogenesis Core is complete, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolution is complete. We desire knowledge. We have gained understanding.
Create a passive embryo and select the Metagenesis Core from the Evolve menu. Genetically engineered to improve the systems of species 8472 organisms, the Metagenesis Core is equipped with excellent armor and regenerative power. There are 4 separate ship systems that can be researched and upgraded: biopulse beams, regeneration, sensors, and engines. Each system is capable of being upgraded to level 2 and then to level 3. As each system upgrade is researched, a new pod appears on the Metagenesis Core. The pod functionality is similar to both the Enhancer and Biogenesis Core, with the main difference being that only a single pod is created for each system upgrade. You can see what upgrades have been performed at a Metagenesis Core by holding your mouse over a pod to see a description. Try researching some different ship upgrades. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolution is complete. Evolving. Evolution is complete.
Create a passive embryo and select the Fluidic Gate from the Evolve menu. The Fluidic Gate is an immobile organism that allows species 8472 to gate in ships from fluidic space. It has no defensive capabilities and relies on others to defend it. Each time the Fluidic Gate is used, it consumes a specified amount of biomatter. The following ships can be gated in from fluidic space: Defender, Frigate, Behemoth, and Battleship. Once your Fluidic Gate is complete, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
Evolving. Evolution is complete.
Select the Fluidic Gate and click on the Build button. Now click on the Defender button. This will gate in a Defender from fluidic space. The Defender has no offensive weaponry, but is capable of creating sentinels and mines. The Sentinel is an organic mass that acts as a defensive emplacement and possesses a biopulse beam. When an enemy ship or station is in range of the Sentinel, it will open fire. The mine is a small organism that sits immobile in the area of space it was created in. When an enemy ship comes within its range, the mine moves at high speeds towards its target and explodes upon impact, causing significant damage. Select the Defender and use the Build icon to create a Sentinel and a mine. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
New organism is present.
Select the Fluidic Gate and click on the Build button. Now click on the Battleship button. This will gate in a battleship from fluidic space. This is the primary warship employed by Species 8472 and can be equipped with the Psionic Insanity special weapon. When fired at an enemy vessel, this weapon renders the crew of the target vessel unable to determine friend from foe and causes them to fire randomly at any ship within its range. Once the battleship appears, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
New organism is present. Yes.
Select the Fluidic Gate and click on the Build button. Now click on the Frigate button. This will gate in a frigate from fluidic space. Slightly larger than the battleship, the frigate is a specialized fleet defense organism. While not designed for lone offensive actions, the frigate comes equipped with a biopulse conduit and can help ensure victory in a closely pitched battle. The biopulse conduit special weapon functions in the following manner. When grouped with 4 to 8 operational battleships, the biopulse conduit becomes an effective superweapon. When the biopulse conduit special weapon is activated and a special weapon selected, the supporting battleships form a ring around and slightly behind the frigate. As each battleship fires its primary weapon at the aft of the frigate, the energy is redirected into an immensely powerful biopulse beam that is capable of destroying even the most powerful enemy ships. Try gating in 4 battleships and then grouping them with a frigate. Then travel to the planet and use the biopulse conduit on the Klingon shipyard located to the south of the planet. When finished, press the Enter key to advance to the next lesson.
I hear you. I will comply. New organism is present. New organism is present. Acknowledged. Changing location. Eliminate. Creation terminated.
Select the Fluidic Gate and click on the Build button. Now click on the Behemoth button. This will gate in a Behemoth from fluidic space. The Behemoth is a gigantic vessel. Though slow to move and to regenerate, the Behemoth is nonetheless a powerful threat to enemy fleets. The Behemoth can be equipped with a devastating array of special weapons, including nebula generation. This allows the Behemoth to create a unique fluidic nebula by excreting matter from pores that form a ring around the ship's body. It is a time-consuming process, but when complete, there will remain a diffuse mass of interstellar dust and gas. The nebula prevents other races from building within its boundaries and creates warp inhibitor fields that prevent ships from using warp. The generated nebula decays over time and will eventually dissipate. Nebula Flux. This special weapon may only be targeted at Metreon, radioactive, metaphasic, cerulean, and Mutara nebulas. Once a valid location has been selected, an organic projectile is launched into it and will explode at the location selected within the nebula. The resulting explosion will expand outwards from the target location and inflict damage on any ship or station caught within the nebula and explosion radius. Transient Rift. This allows a Behemoth-class vessel to travel to any point on the map by creating a temporary rift into fluidic space. 2 rifts are created when the weapon is used, one at the ship's origin and one at the destination point chosen. The ship automatically enters the rift surrounding it, passes through fluidic space, and then exits using the second, more distant rift. When selected, a powerful burst of energy encompasses the vessel and creates a small rift into fluidic space directly in front of it. Only the vessel that created the rift will be pulled into it and is able to re-enter the map at the point selected. To use this, select a Behemoth-class ship, click on the Transient Rift special weapon icon, and then select an area of the map, or mini-map. The 2 rifts will remain long enough for the ship to travel through and then disappear. Move your Behemoth to the planet and try out these new special weapons. When finished, press Enter.
Relocating. Plotting course. Navigating. Plotting course. Relocating. Go. Destroy.
Congratulations! You now have enough knowledge of Species 8472's Armada to be a formidable opponent in any battle.